Actually, if you're a content creator, this might sound crazy if you're making, say, content analyzing small DeFi protocols, but one person that I think every content creator should study is Mr. Beast because he is the master of engagement. I've watched so many Mr. Beast interviews, helpful for YouTube, helpful for Twitter. And one thing he says is every time you say the algorithm doesn't like your content, what you should do is replace the word algorithm with the word audience, because most of the time it means that the audience isn't engaging with your content as much as say they're engaging with other pieces of content. If they were engaging with it more, then pretty much any viable social media algorithm is going to push the content. So you want to think of how you can make content that's actually going to get engagement, whether that's people commenting on it or retweeting or those sorts of things. One other thing I do that's interesting, and this is maybe giving away too much alpha because people are going to copy it, but every day to kick off the day and get the engagement rolling, I tweet either a poll or a question. And so if you look at my question yesterday, for example, I had about 300 comments on it because I asked people, I said 2020 DeFi, 2021 NFTs, 2023 question mark, question mark, question mark, and
Oh,
it
I
had
saw
300
that.
comments. And then so that the more people engage, the more the algorithm pushes it. And then the more people engage with your content, the more people start getting recommended your other content. So things that elicit comments, retweets, all that are very, very helpful for growing your page.
Definitely, yeah.
Yes, it's engagement farming, but you kind of have to do a bit of engagement farming. Would you rather people don't see your content?
Exactly. You need to make it work, make it make sense. So yeah, I mean that's definitely something that I wanted to start doing for our social media pages, which is like start posting more. So yeah, we're gonna start tweeting like anywhere from 3 to 5 times a day, on top of like having a certain amount of threads per week, just to kind of like really push our content out there. One thing that we've like learned recently is like don't be afraid to post a lot of times on Twitter because people don't see half of the post anyway. So um,
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Another thing, a little tip for people, and this is just based on lots of A/B testing. I'm highly confident in this. Is Twitter deboost posts that one have an external link in them, two are a quote tweet, three have are tagged as a reply. So if you tag someone else in the start of a post, and again, that may be because partially it gets lower engagement, but I'm very confident in the link thing for reasons you can easily imagine. Twitter deboosts things with a link in it. So the way to counter that is you do the first post without the link, and then you do a comment, basically make a 2-post thread, and then in the second post you have the link. But I, after A/B testing it with stats dozens of times, where I try one with the link and one without, the one with the link always does worse.
Oh, that's
nice.
some
I
good
didn't know that
alpha.
actually. Yeah, for sure. I actually didn't know that about the quote tweet, but that's very interesting. So I'm going to be very careful of that. I was planning to start doing quote tweets more often.
You will go back. I mean, it's good for maybe starting a discussion, right? So in that case, it can be very helpful for getting engagement. But if you go back and look at the impressions and likes on your tweets, typically look at quote tweets compared to other ones. And I think unless the quote tweet was, say, quote tweeted back by the person you quote tweeted to and they had a lot of followers, the quote tweets almost always are going to have lower engagement.
Oh, nice. Oh, it's good to we've gone from some DeFi alpha to Twitter alpha and building up your following.